other person should be having that authority. The secondary goals of security are there to support the primary goals of security, and they are authentication, authorization, non-repudiation, and privacy. Authentication means that whether I'm in the system or out of the system based on the authentication access code. Okay, if for example, my system has a password. I enter the password, I'll be in my system. Okay, if I enter a incorrect password, I will not be allowed to access the system. Okay, so that is authentication. Authorization means that when I am inside the system, I am an authentic user and I'm inside the system, I should be given access to only specified information or only specified resources that are related to me. For example, like I said, the simple example that we saw was a college, right? We have you're admitted to the college, you have authenticated. Okay, you can enter the college, but you cannot go to certain areas in the college that are not authorized to you. Example, exam cell or accounts. We have discussed about these examples before as well. Okay, non-repudiation means that the sender and the receiver should not deny that they are sending the message or have received the message. Privacy basically means that the data, the person who is authorized with the data should be only made available with that data, should only have that data. No other person or no other software should be leaking that information. Okay, then we saw vulnerability, threat, risk, attack, and control. Vulnerability is a weakness that can be exploited. Okay, any loophole in the system is a vulnerability. Threat is something that what you can say that can exploit a vulnerability. Example, a system that has no password. Okay, so anybody can access the system. Is a somebody might just hit enter, that's a threat. Okay, and somebody might access the system by knowing that the system is passwordless. Okay, that's a risk. Attack is that somebody might steal the data from your system, or somebody might even damage the data of your system. That's an attack. Okay, the control measure is put a password to your system, or you keep a log or some kind of surveillance, so that you if you have a log, you will know that what time who logged in and what was the activities done. Okay, and the surveillance would help you know who was that person. Okay, so and the best thing is to keep a password that nobody would even enter your system, and keep a strong password is also a control measure. Okay. Then we came to cyber crimes. Okay, cyber crime is nothing but any unlawful act or any illegal act, okay, done using computer as a tool or a target. Okay, and basically the cyber crimes are committed for money. Okay, sometimes it is committed for fame, sometimes it is committed just for uh, getting more information, or just curiosity also make some people a cyber criminal. So there are different reasons to become a cyber criminal, but money is the major reason for that. Okay, crime can be carried on a individual or on an organization. It can be either of it. Okay, cyber, if you are using computer as a tool, it means that you are using a computer to actually commit a real world crime. Okay, for example, we have seen like a credit card fraud, or cyber terrorism, pornography. These are you done using computer as a tool. Computer as a target means, for example, denial of service attack. Okay, that where distributed denial of service is also an example, wherein you use other person's computer, okay, to create them as a zombie system, and then attack a specific server. So or spreading malware also is an example for this one. Then we came to history of cybercrime. the first cybercrime that was recorded was in 1820. Okay, and that was by somebody known as Joseph Marie Jacquard. Okay, he had created a hand loom. Yeah, yes, he had created a hand loom, okay, for his textile business in France. But the people who worked for him, they thought that this could, make them unemployed. So they actually destroyed the machine. Okay, they sabotaged it. So this was the first cyber crime that was ever reported in the history of cyber crimes. Okay, then there were other cyber crimes as well. Okay, like in 1976, there was first email spam that happened. Okay, on ARPANET. Then there was the first virus that was installed on Apple in 1982, and it was known as a elk cloner. Okay, this was another cybercrime that happened. And then we saw the matrix of cybercrime. Okay, the matrix shows that how the traditional crimes were, evolving with the help of the cyberspace. And the categories that they were divided into was according to the integrity, according to the theft or deception, according to the content obscenity or content violence. Okay, so the first one that we saw was the opportunities that were there. Okay, that related to the traditional cyber crimes. Okay, that were fracking, that was entering into telephonic system without legal authority. Then chipping, cloning of the chips of your credit card, or cloning of your SIM cards, that was chipping. Okay, then computer related crimes that happened were fraud pyramid that we saw, that I gave example of city limousine, where a person asked people to put some money in his business, and then ask them later to put some money so that they can every month get some monetary benefits from that. And then later on he did an exit scam, means after a certain period of time he left with all the money. Okay, so that's a pyramid scheme fraud. Okay, and it is also known as an exit scam as well. Okay, then trading of sexual materials was an content related obscenity in section. Then violence is stalking and personal harassment that is done on cyberspace. Even in real world, stalking and harassment happens, but now because of the invention of cyberspace, that happens even on the internet. New opportunities that were created due to the traditional crimes were cracking and hacking, then malware dissemination, hacktivism. Okay, then even multiple large frauds and scams happened. Even intellectual property theft or identity theft happens due to the invention of cyberspace. Then content related obscenity categorization is online gender trade, secretly capturing girls on camera, or even children's on camera nowadays. Okay, then content related to violence category has general hate speech or child abuse that are done. New opportunities for new types of crimes are denial of service in the integrity section, information warfare, or parasitic computing. Okay, I'm not going in depth because we have already done all these things, so I'm not going in depth now. Okay, intellectual then in computer related is intellectual property privacy, sorry, privacy nahi, piracy. Okay, online gambling, e-auctions scam. Okay, small impact bulk fraud, this is also known as a salami attack. Okay, then in the content related obscenity section we have cyber sex or pimping. Then content related violence section we have online brainwashing. Okay, organized bomb talks or drug talks, or targeted hate speeches. Okay, so this was all we have done in last two lectures. Okay, now we'll move ahead. Today we are going to start with classification of cyber crimes. Guys, is my presentation visible?
No, ma'am.
Just a second. Is it visible now? Just let me know. Now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Halima, is it visible now?
Ma'am,
Halima?
it's not a presentation, it's just your screen.
Haha, I am presenting, but my screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So you don't have any doubt till what we have done, right? अभी तक जो भी किया है, you don't have any doubt in that, right? So let's.
This call is now
Yes,
being
Eman,
recorded.
you have some doubts. Eman, you can ask. Hello. Okay, fine. You can ask later on. Okay. So the presentation is visible, right, guys? Hello. Hello.
Yes, visible.
It's visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine, fine, fine. Okay, so let's start. Uh, there are classifications of cyber crimes. Okay, the crimes that are happening on cyberspace are categorized on the categories of, whether they are committed on individuals, whether they are committed on certain property, whether they are committed on organizations, societies, or nations. Okay, as the name suggests, if it is done on a certain individual, then it is known as a crime against individual. Okay, when we talk about property, okay, it can be any online property or any data you're talking about, a software or intellectual property rights, or any kind of trade secrets, trademarks, copyrights. All these comes under IP, that is intellectual property. Or it can be certain kind of contracts that happen, online contracts. It can be any of those. Okay, then coming to the organization means that if there is a institute or an organization, if the crimes are committed on those for stealing their data, or dissemination of malwares on their system, then it is a crime against the organization. When we talk about society, okay, it's not a lot different from the organization. But when we talk about society, it means that somebody who tries to jeopardize the well-being of the society, okay, through the cyberspace, is a cyber criminal, and he does crime against society. Okay, then or it can be either on a group of people among the society, okay, hate speeches or something like that. Then we talk about nation. Any crime that happens against nation, or against the government, or against the defense system of the certain country, that is known as crime against nation. Okay, so let's start with crime against individuals. There are certain crimes that are committed specific to individuals. Okay, the first one that is there, okay, and everybody knows about this: email spoofing. Okay, so can anybody tell me what is email spoofing? Just unmute and tell me.
I'm checking the email of other,
uh,
spying on others' email.
no,
No.
it's different. Email spoofing, checking
मैम
somebody's mail is
मैम
a kind
फेक
of
मेल भेजना.
fake. Yes, something
फेक
that's
मेल्स
fake.
करप्टेड लिंक्स भेजना उसमें पेलोड्स के साथ
Yes, yes, okay. Email spoofing, I'll give you one example that happened last year to all the place students, okay. There were a few students who got placed in a certain company. I would not like to mention the name of the company, but those students, okay, received a certain mail from the HR, okay, of that XYZ company, okay, and the company HR has written a very nice mail that they have to submit all the documents again, and they have to fill certain forms, and they have to give certain information in that form, and all those things were asked for them to fill up, and the link was also given to them. Now that link, the students then came to me, and they started asking me, "Ki, ma'am, we have already submitted all these documents. So why there's a need to again submit these documents, and we have to again resubmit our offer letter?" And the mail said that if you don't do urgently, your offer might get cancelled. Okay, now when when somebody is told like this, then what happens? You start panicking. Okay, that there is a emotional factor that is there. So now what the student might do, even some students without asking me submitted that form. Now, what is happening over here? That mail, when I checked that mail, it looked legitimate mail. There was, the signature from that company. The email was looking absolutely fine. But when I checked the source of that mail, okay, it showed me that it was coming from a spamming website. So there are people who try to do these things and gather information about the students, and they are I don't know what they might be doing with the documents and the offer letters, but they did that. Okay, so I told all my students not to upload anything without intimating me, even if it is from the legitimate HR. They have to first inform me, and then they have to upload anything. If I say, then they can go and upload any information that they want, because mostly the college is only going to upload your information for if the company is asking for. So you don't have to until unless I tell you to upload it. Okay, because there are people who try to take that emotional factor for using it to fool you. Okay, so that is one way of email spoofing. The other is somebody said attaching payloads to it. Okay, so when even they attach links to it, and you click on the link and you get diverted to certain page, and you fill your, suppose it's a social media link, and you click on that, you are diverted to Facebook, and then you put your credentials, and then it shows you that re-enter your credentials. It might be that the first time when you entered your credentials, it went to certain site that was a phishing site. Okay, so that's the next point: phishing. Okay, sorry. Okay, so phishing is another way, to fool people, to steal their credentials, or to, the famous phishing that happened was on the bank. Okay, ICICI. Okay, somebody, the attacker that created a page, ICICI I, okay, ICICI and another I.com. Please mute your microphones, please. Okay, so what happens is that if sometimes what happens that we do typing mistake. Okay, suppose Facebook hai, so we write Facebook. Okay, sometimes it happens that we are typing and we type a extra O or extra E and we hit enter, right? So what attackers do is in the listing they place their website first, and when you click that particular website, you go to Facebook looking page, okay, or ICICI looking page, but it is not actually Facebook or ICICI. It is the attacker's landing page, okay, and they will steal your credentials from that, and then they will divert you to the actual banking page or the social media page, but they steal your credentials and then they will divert you and you will not even come to know many of the times. Okay, so that's phishing. Then is spamming. Okay, what is spamming? Can somebody tell me what spamming is? Unmute yourself and tell me, please. Somebody.
Sending fake messages.
Yes, okay. Sending fake messages or sending bulk messages that would be bothersome to people, that is spamming. Okay. Like in your emails also you get so many unwanted mails. What you do is you just click on them and you just label it as spam, so that all those mail will be categorized as spam, okay, and you will not get them in your inbox. So spamming are basically kind of message, call, or you can say emails that are sent to individuals, okay, in bulk form, okay, multiple, even you might get SMS, okay, multiple SMS from a single number or multiple numbers for the same thing, okay, so that is also kind of spamming. On phone calls also you might sometimes back there was this what you can say, an announcement done, or people were posting WhatsApp messages also about 140 say jo bhi calls aayenge, do not pick them up, okay, because they are stealing your banking credentials. So there are phone calls that you receive that are unwanted and you don't want it, but they keep on calling you again and again, so that is also spamming through calls, okay. So spamming can happen in multiple ways, okay. Even spamming can be in the form of, for a server, spamming can be in the form of request, okay, request. The servers might get so much multiple requests from a single IP, okay, that can be categorized as a spam, okay. Then coming to online frauds, okay, what is a fraud? Can somebody tell me what's a fraud, guys?
पिरामिड स्कीम या मैम ऐसा कुछ
क्या क्या?
घोटाला।
I did घोटाला, okay,
चिट फंड या ऐसा सब था ना मैम पहले
okay. So
हेरा
basic
फेरी वाला.
promising
हेरा,
someone a scheme and not fulfilling it. मतलब कोई
yeah.
भी इसको एक स्कीम बताए लेकिन उसको असली में वो करते नहीं है ना, पैसा डबल ये सब वगैरह वो सब.
Yes, okay. So basically, frauds are something that they promise you something and they don't fulfill their promise. Like we saw in City Limousine scam, okay, that what actually happened was he promised certain amount of money, but then that money was delivered to them, okay, the part was given to them, but for a certain period of time, not for the entire promised period, and then after some time that person ran away with the money, Okay, so that is a kind of online fraud. There are so many online frauds that happen, the scams that happen online. For example, somebody might be telling you that okay, so somebody might be telling you that pay so and so much money and you will get certain what you can say giveaway tumko milega or something like that. Okay, but nothing happens. You have to just pay 1 rupee to get a giveaway or something gift kind of thing you'll get, but you won't get anything out of it. Okay, sometimes the frauds are in the form of like share this message and just go to this website and then share it to 10 people, you'll get a iPhone or a MacBook or something like that. And people being greedy, okay, they will forward it to multiple people. And on that link, if you go, it might happen that it might have a certain malware attached to it. It might get downloaded on your system, or it might steal certain information from you. Okay, it can be a kind of clickjacking, so do not fall for those things. Okay, online frauds can be of different and varieties of kind. Okay, then defamation. Okay, can anybody give me example of defamation? I don't want. What is defamation?
To
इसका भी
accuse
ऑनलाइन बुराई
falsely
करना
someone.
Pardon?
4 बजे भी आएंगे तो कोई मसला नहीं होगा 4:30 बजे भी
मैम,
आएंगे
false information spread करना.
false information
I think
False information spread करना, किसी
about a
का image.
person or a company like कुछ भी.
मैम
Yes,
अभी
किसी.
करंटली चल रहा है ना केसेस में बॉलीवुड सेलिब्रिटीज एंड ऑल, अगर कुछ भी गलत इल्जाम लगा दिया तो वो लोग रिटर्न में डिफेमेशन का केस कर देते हैं, किसी पे अगर गलत कोई
Yes.
इल्जाम लगा दिया तो.
हाँ, कंगना रनावत क्या करती है सबके साथ, डिफेमेशन, राइट? ओके,
हाँ
आई डोंट नो इफ देयर आर फैंस ऑफ कंगना, बट आई एम सॉरी, बट you know like that's the case, right? Okay, if you are maligning somebody's image, okay, that is defamation. And if you do it online, okay, using your Twitter handle or using any social media platform, then it is known as a cyber defamation. Okay, it can be either on a person or on an organization, or or a sect of person, people, sorry, sect of people, it can be on them. Okay, so defamation can be in different ways. Okay, it can be either in the form of a video, it can be in the form of a audio message, or it can be in the form of a message. Okay, or it can be in the form of a picture as well. Okay, so defamation happens online. And there are people like celebrities, the budding celebrities, okay, because of these things, okay, they commit suicides as well. Okay, so defamation is something I was,
I'm stalking crush on social media.
uh, pardon, please. Hello. Hello, you're saying something.
Yeah.
हाँ हाँ, क्या बोल रहे थे? Hello. Okay, I'll just continue. Cyber stalking, I just read about this Korean celebrity, okay, K-pop celeb. Okay, she used to post her, selfies online, okay, on a social media platform, and those were HD quality, selfies that she used to post. Okay, and the stalker, okay, I don't know whether he was having, crush on her, or he had some hidden agenda. But what he did was he took all those photographs, okay, and there were, reflections in her eyes, okay, some kind of reflection. And then then that person processed all those images that were there, reflecting in her eyes. And then he came to know where she's living, and according to different pictures, okay, he deduced the area she was living, the building she was living in, because most of the time she used to take, selfie near the window. According to the, the color of the curtain and everything, he deduced that this was the, apartment she was living in, and he broke down in the apartment. Okay, so it can be so scary that you are just posting an image online, and that could lead to, people knowing where you are living, what you're doing, everything. Okay, so the stalkers can be anywhere, but this is a very wrong thing to do, cyber stalking. Same goes with cyber harassment. Okay, harassment is similar to defamation, but here the person keeps on harassing you with, lewd messages, or pictures, or something like that. Okay, so it happens online as well. Okay, on, social media platforms, or in the form of telegram messages, or WhatsApp messages, or simply phone calls as well. Okay, even the blank calls, are categorized as, harassments. Then sabotage. What do you understand by sabotage?
मैम प्लान बना के अगर लाइक किसी को ये करना है क्या?
Damage.
बर्बाद करना है.
Barbad.
बर्बाद.
Okay. Okay. So basically, trying to destroy or damage certain thing is sabotage. Okay. Basically, sabotage can, occur on somebody's character. Okay, personality, or it can be even physical harm that can be done to a person, or any property can be damaged. But when we talk about property damage, it comes under, crime against property. But we are talking about the personal damage that happens. Sometimes even people go in depression because of certain things. Okay, so it can be, sabotaging a person's character, or sabotaging a person actually physically. Okay, so all these things come under sabotage. Then
Excuse me,
हाँ.
मैम डिफेमेशन और फिर सैबोटेज में फर्क क्या है?
See, defamation is only when you try to defame the person online, उसके ऊपर कुछ बुरा बोल रहे हो. Okay, but with the sometimes, defamation happens just as a form of a joke. You are trying to joke something out, or you're just, telling it with a light heart, but it might be something bad for that person. ठीक है. For example, if the person is of dark skin, okay, and you call that person black or something like that, okay, it might not, it might be a, term of fun for you, but it might not be term of fun for that person. It might, affect his or her, mental thinking also. Okay, and things that you do to just uh, what you can say, to just sabotage the image online is defamation. Okay, and when you do it physically as well, okay, that destroying that person's personal, suppose करो उसका phone चोरी कर लिया, या उसका laptop destroy कर दिया, that is sabotage on that particular individual. समझ में आई बात?
यस मैम.
Okay, then the pornography, okay, it can be against an individual. Okay, somebody might, like we have seen prior also, that nowadays have you heard about these AIs, okay, who can create deep nudes or
Deep
something
fakes.
deep
Deep
fakes,
fakes.
okay. Okay, so actually, a deep nude is a term that is used. You can take anybody's picture and you can create a nude photograph of that person. Okay, so people are doing those kind of thing. Okay, to take revenge or distributing those things. So these are very wrong things. Okay, distributing obscene messages or images or contents against people, okay, without their consent is a crime. Okay, then target hate, okay, we again know that it is also a kind of defamation. But yes, target hate happens if you don't like certain someone. Okay, I know of a person, okay, he was my classmate, and people used to because he was a topper, people did not used to like him. Okay, and because they used to taunt him so much. And at my time there was this social media platform known as Orkut. Okay, so what they did was a group of students from the class and the college created a hate page, okay, against that person. And they started posting a lot of bad things about him. He got so mentally disturbed that he took a drop. Okay, being a topper and taking a drop is so a different thing, right? You might think, अरे इतने अच्छे percentage है तो drop क्यों लिया? But because it took a toll on his mental health, that he had to take a drop. Okay, and we as his friends, okay, we told him not to do so, but he couldn't concentrate. He couldn't sit with the people who always taunted him or try to defame him. And sometimes even this target hate is on group of people as well. If you see, okay, the people, I am talking about the people who wear niqabs or hijabs. Okay, people take them in a different way. So we shouldn't take people in different ways. We should respect everybody's point of view. Okay, so then the next point is impersonation. Impersonation means, somebody who would like to answer this?
Identity theft.
Yes, identity theft is impersonation. Impersonation can be different types. For example, if a person, okay, password and credentials are stolen, okay, that will be an identity theft of that particular person. Okay, that you are impersonating that person online. Suppose I get your Instagram account credential, I could log in and I could post something. Okay, people would think that I am the person, I am you. Okay, so that's impersonation as a person. Okay, but if I use somebody's IP, okay, what is IP? Certain IP.
Information internet protocol.
Fine. इंटरनेट प्रोटोकॉल. ओके, इंटरनेट प्रोटोकॉल. आईपी एड्रेस सबने सुना है गाइस? हैव यू heard about IP address? I'm not talking to the computer students, electronics, automobile, mechanical students. Do you know what is IP address?
Yes, ma'am. There's a
Unique
certain
address.
number, a unique address of the device or a computer or
Yes.
laptop, anything.
Yes, if the computer or electronic device needs to communicate to the over a network, okay, they need to have certain what you can say identification number. So that identification number is known as an IP address. Okay, so it's a unique address given a virtual address. Just a second, guys. Okay, so it's a unique address that is given to a PC or a electronic device to communicate online. Okay, so if I steal your IP address, okay, I put it on my system and I use that, okay, then I am impersonating your computer or your digital device. ठीक है.
Ma'am, is this concept similar to using VPN?
Proxy, yes. Proxy, if we use, okay, we are using somebody else's IP. Okay, so that is also a kind of impersonation because we are not using our own IP, we are using somebody else's IP. ठीक है. So
Okay,
even
ma'am.
when you're using MAC address, अभी MAC address क्या होता है पता है?
No idea, ma'am.
machine address.
डिवाइस का एड्रेस.
डिवाइड.
Media access control, right? Okay. This is basically the hardware address of your, you know, a LAN card. LAN card पता है क्या होता है? LAN card. LAN card is something that helps you get connected to internet. ठीक है. इंटरनेट से कनेक्ट होने के लिए तुमको लैन कार्ड हेल्प करता है. एंड लैन का जो एड्रेस होता है ना, हार्डवेयर एड्रेस, दैट इज नोन एज मैक एड्रेस. ठीक है. तो एवरी सिस्टम हैज अ मैक एड्रेस. ठीक है. जिसके पास लैन है उसके पास मैक है. ठीक है. And if when you want to connect to internet, you have to put the IP address. So even you can, you know, spoof your MAC address as well, and you can impersonate that LAN. ठीक है. तो 3 types of spoofing that can happen is spoofing using your passwords and your credential information, spoofing using your IP, and spoofing using your MAC. Okay, and when you do these, it's impersonating. Okay, and these are 3 basic ones. Okay, the you know, now it is evolving. You know, somebody can make a fake call. You have systems, okay, you know, different softwares that helps you make fake calls and make fake SMSs, fake emails. Okay, and they impersonate, as the example that I gave in email spoofing. Okay, that can also be a impersonator. Okay, because that person or that particular group of people were impersonating as that XYZ company. Okay, so that also comes under this particular head. Got that? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Information theft. Okay, information theft nowadays, you know, if somebody steals your mobile phone, okay, what you do is you just have an option, go to you know, you, if you have registered your phone online, then you can go and you can erase all the information whenever you know, that system, that computer or your phone is switched on, you can delete that. Why do we do that? Because we have a lot of personal information on our phones. Okay, we do banking from a phone, we have our photographs, we have, you know, mostly you know, people save their passwords, okay, on their notes or something like that. You have different important notes saved or something like that. So all those informations are important, and if somebody steals those information, okay, it can be misused against you. Okay, for example, if your date of birth, okay, your address is stolen, okay, your name, your address, and your date of birth is stolen along with a photograph of yours, okay, somebody can create a fake Aadhaar card on your name. Okay, so only these information somebody gets hold of, and they can create you know, fake identity as well. So there are different kind of you know, misuse that happens with the information, but this is one of the, you know, misuse that happens. Somebody might create you know, PAN card or passport or something like that using that information that have been stolen from you. Okay, so understood what are the different crimes that happen against individuals?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any doubt? Anybody? Just check. Yes, guys, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Automobile students, mechanical, electronics.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let's move ahead. Faraz, okay, target hate. Target hate is nothing but when you, uh, abuse somebody or give hate speeches or hate comments against somebody, you tweet against somebody with hatred, okay, that is target hate. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so this is your different crimes that happens against individuals. Okay, then there are crimes against society. Okay, different crimes that are committed against society, and the first one that we are going to see is indecent exposure to pollute the youth. Okay, nowadays if you see, okay, if we take example of different bad things that are being normalized. Okay, like for example, hello, yes, somebody wants to say something?
TikTok.
Huh?
TikTok.
Tik- Okay, TikTok. Okay, one thing. Anything else that you think that is getting normalized for the youth and they feel it's okay?
Even Instagram.
But how it is polluting?
Ma'am, it's quite polluting because boasting about one's life on Instagram and then it creates a sense of insecurity in others, like what
Yes.
we are not doing, fake
Yes.
life on Instagram.
Yes, there are so many, fake couple go. Then they create couple goals, and then there are, different, what you can say, people who do a lot of makeup videos, and then the girls think that it is not okay to be without makeup, something like that. Or if you don't have good clothes, it's not okay. You don't have a good car or bike, then it's not okay. You should have things like that. So creating insecurities among the youth, because youth are the most vulnerable sect of the society, and they can be vulnerable. Okay, the other example is online games and all those stuff. Okay, for example, example I can take is PUBG. Okay, what you do over there? Okay, I know a lot of people are going to get offended by this, but I would want to highlight this, that you play PUBG online for a lot of time, like for an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, puri raat baith ke you play PUBG. Okay, but basically, what is the factor of PUBG is violence. Okay, it is promoting violence. You are just there killing people. Okay, so at the end of the time, okay, you feel that it's okay to kill. Okay, so the thing that it is instigating in your head, brainwashing you, is that violence is okay. Okay, so avoid using such kind of games that create violence. Okay, the games like Blue Whale, and there was one more game, I just forgot the name. Okay, they actually brainwash the children, and they make them do self destruction. Okay, self abuse. So that is also polluting the mind of the youth. Even all these terrorists. Hello, hello. Okay, even the different terrorist, organizations that are there, what they do is they take up, young children, okay, and they brainwash them for becoming a suicide bomber, or or doing different things. Okay, killing people, bombing, etc. And they make them feel that it is okay. Okay, but it is not okay. So because the children and the youth are vulnerable, they feel that they are the what you can say, the best sect of people to brainwash. Okay, because as you grow up, you get sense of an experience of the life. You will not commit all those stupid things. But when you are young, you are teenager. Okay, you want to experience everything. So when people do sweet talk with you, and uh, they talk to you about something that is different, you get okay, fine, we should try this. Okay, people even sweet talk to take drugs. Okay, and then you think, एक बार करने से क्या होता है, चलो we'll try. Okay, but that's, if you do it once, you're not going to come back. There's no return. So the indecent exposure can be in the form of anything. If you see on dark web as well, okay, there are so many marketplaces available to sell drugs, ammunitions, and and a lot more things, okay, gory things that happen on the dark web, okay, and they all target youth, okay. So that is how, if the youth is not healthy physically and mentally, then the society will not grow, okay. So if you want to kill the society or a nation, you have to target their youth, and that's what the countries even at war try to do, okay. Just like China started the TikTok thing, okay, TikTok storm, that all the youth are behind it and they are not doing anything productive, okay. So that's how it happens, okay. Then trafficking, okay, you might know what is trafficking. So yes,
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम,
yes.
नेटफ्लिक्स भी आएगा क्या इंडिसेंट एक्सपोजर में?
See, Netflix आएगा indecent exposure to the youth में, but even if you have a Netflix account, you see that there is an account for kid as well. Okay, if you have a kid, you have to allocate that particular account to that kid under a certain age. Okay, if you are giving them a normal account, then that is an indecent exposure, because there are so many things on Netflix that are not for young adults or children. Okay, you cannot show them all those things. So you can give them that child account and they can use that account. But the other things that are there, okay, on if you see also nowadays, the movies as well, okay, they normalize so many different things, okay. Like for example, Netflix promotes satanic worships. I don't know you know that or not, because they have so many shows that are related to that particular thing, and that is making the mind of the children go in the negative direction. So yes, they are trying to do indecent exposure in their own way. Then coming to trafficking, okay, what do you understand by trafficking? This example we have already seen. Somebody from automobile or mechanical or electronics. What is trafficking? Human trafficking, okay. Or
And for example, some people are sold online on the dark web or something.
yes, people sold on like we saw Wayfair, right? Okay, Wayfair is a website wherein you have cupboards and pillows and different furnitures that are named as the name of the missing people. Okay, and they are of a lot of money. They cost a lot of money to buy. And the report that I read, that normal employees of Wayfair don't actually, if there is a what you can say, order for that particular furniture that is of so high cost, then there is a different team who deals with that. Okay, so they do actually do human trafficking, okay, in what you can say, hidden form. Okay, and on a dark web as well, you have markets where they sell children, women, and all those things. Then financial crimes, again, the money fraud that happens online, or what you can say, credit card frauds, or ATM frauds that happen, cloning of the cards, all those things, okay, accounting frauds that happen online, okay, are financial crimes. Okay, all are included in financial crimes. Then selling of illegal articles. Okay, illegal articles means, okay, for example, I want to read a book, okay, that is there on Amazon for suppose rupees 200. Okay. Now what I do, because it is for some amount, okay, I don't buy that, okay, and I get it online from certain website free में मिल गया, ठीक है. And then what I do is, okay, I create my own account and I am trying to sell this free book online, ठीक है. अगेन वो भी मैं 200 या समथिंग में मैं बेच रही हूँ, ठीक है. सो व्हाट इज दैट? सेलिंग ऑफ इलीगल आर्टिकल. आई डोंट हैव एनी अथॉरिटी ओवर दैट प्रोडक्ट, बट स्टिल आई एम सेलिंग इट. ओके. इवन like online, sometimes people sell very what you can say, branded items, okay, for a very low cost. Okay, if you see that, what is actually happening over there is that they might have got it for promotional event or something like that, and then they sell it for lower price or something like that. So if you don't own that product, you cannot sell that product. Okay, if you are not the owner, you cannot be the seller of that product. So this is wrong, and if somebody is doing that, okay, so they might get caught for that. Again, hate speeches, again a particular sections of society, okay, that happens. Okay, recently we have seen that there were hate speeches that were made, and Facebook did not put it down. Okay, so hate speeches do happen against individual, hate speeches do happen against certain sections of society, and they actually promote hatred. Okay, if you see the lynchings that were happening, okay, or the thing that happened, it was trending few days back or few weeks back. Okay, Black Lives Matters. Okay, that because it is created in such a way that the people who have dark skin, okay, they don't have any value. Okay, if that is inculcated in people, okay, then they will have that kind of hatred. Even if you see white people, sometimes, okay, not all, but some children also, okay, if you see, they don't like being sat near a black person or something like that. Okay, even the children. Why? Because they have even in the house, people might be promoting that thing, or even in their social circles, people might be promoting that thing. That's why they are doing that. Okay, so hatred is not by birth. It is put inside us through different media, or through people, or through the society. Okay, so hate speeches are something that actually put inside people's head hatred about somebody. Okay, so that is wrong, and if that is to be found, okay, that is to be punished. Then malware dissemination. Okay, it means spreading of malwares. Malware can be in the form of a virus, worm, Trojan, or ransomware. Anything. If you are trying to spread a malware, okay, in the society, then it is also a punishable crime. Forgery. Okay. What? Huh?
ये जो आपने बोला फाइनेंशियल क्राइम एग्जांपल दिया
क्या?
ना एटीएम रिलेटेड फाइनेंशियल क्राइम का
हाँ.
एटीएम रिलेटेड क्राइम ये इंडिविजुअल रहेगा ना क्राइम अगेंस्ट इंडिविजुअल तो ये सोसाइटी से कैसे मतलब
सी जो लोग है ना वो एटीएम कार्ड कॉपी करते हैं, राइट. तो व्हाट हैपेंस इज दे पुट दैट मशीन ओवर देयर, ओके, एंड हाउ मेनी पीपल आर कमिंग, दे आर कॉपिंग ऑल दोज पीपल्स इंफॉर्मेशन, राइट. तो वो इंडिविजुअल के अगेंस्ट तो है, बट वो सोसाइटी के भी अगेंस्ट है ना. पीपल आर द पार्ट ऑफ सोसाइटी. सो मेनी पीपल आर गेटिंग रॉब्ड ऑफ देयर मनी, राइट. दे कैन बी रिच, दे कैन बी पुअर, बट वो एक इंडिविजुअल को नहीं टारगेट किया था, उसने ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल को टारगेट किया था. समझा? इफ सपोज आई वांट टू रॉब यू, ओके, तो इट मीन्स दैट it is a crime against individual, but I have no specific what you can say target. I want to rob people in a general what you can say term, then it's a crime against society. समझे? हाँ? Okay. Okay, what is forgery? can somebody ask, sorry, tell?
मैम वो नकली बनाना कुछ मतलब
कुछ भी फॉर्ज
Fake
करना
document.
हाँ जैसे
ठीक है।
नकली
जैसे
नोट
कि कॉलेज
इंट्रोडक्शन करना जैसा किसी में
ओके
Fake
कॉलेज
note.
का एग्जांपल देती हूँ मैं। देर आर स्टूडेंट्स, ओके, आई एम नॉट ब्लेमिंग एनीबॉडी, बट देर आर स्टूडेंट्स, ओके, जो है ना टीचर्स की फेक साइन कर देते हैं असाइनमेंट्स पे या एक्सपेरिमेंट्स पे। सो व्हाट इज दैट? अ फॉर्जरी। ओके, stop it guys, okay? So if somebody is doing that, okay, या तो सबसे बेस्ट एग्जांपल है ना अटेंडेंस शीट पे, ठीक है, प्रॉक्सी मारते हैं। प्रीतम को याद होगा कुछ ऐसा। तो बेसिकली अगर फॉर्ज करते किसी का साइन या किसी और के बिहाफ पे कुछ कर रहे हैं, और दैट इज आल्सो फॉर्जरी, ठीक है, एंड फॉर्जरी इज अ क्राइम। Okay, so this is a simple example, but if you're forging certain kind of document, a digital signature or something like that, or even sometimes people forge their qualification, so all those things are basically
Emoji.
crimes. Okay.
ग्रेजुएट बोलते
Okay. Okay. ठीक है।
मैम साहेब का बताया नहीं आपने
किसका?
साहेब
साहब का क्या?
मतलब वो
साहब
पायरेसी का
साहब इज प्रमोटिंग पायरेसी एक्चुअल में। तो क्या बताना था उसका मुझे याद नहीं है सर, मुझे याद दिलाएंगे?
मैं भी भूल गया। आप बोले थे बाद में बताऊंगी, फिर बताया नहीं।
ओके, बेसिकली अगर तुम साहब की बारे में बात कर रहे हो ना, तो एक्चुअली साहब is a website, okay, from where you can download research papers, ठीक है। तो अगर तुम उसके अंदर उसका DOI डाल रहे हो, ठीक है, तो तुमको पेपर डाउनलोड हो जाता है, बट वो पेपर की कॉपीराइट्स है, ठीक है। सपोज मैंने कोई पेपर लिखा है, ठीक है, वो पेपर की मेरे पास कॉपीराइट्स है, एंड वो सपोज करो IEEE पे अपलोड हुआ है, ठीक है। अभी वो IEEE पे अपलोड हुआ है, ओके, एंड व्हेन आई लॉग इन टू IEEE, ओके, XYZ पर्सन लॉग्स इन ऑन IEEE, उसको बोलेगा कि $200 पे करो और ये पेपर मिलेगा, ठीक है। तो नाउ व्हेन आई डोंट वांट दिस टू हैपन, व्हाट आई डू इज आई गो टू साहब, ओके, DOI उसका डाला, डाउनलोड कर लिया। मतलब क्या हो गया? वो कॉपीराइट इन्फ्रिंजमेंट किया ना मैंने, तो दैट्स आल्सो काइंड ऑफ क्राइम, ठीक है, समझा? अगर तुम देखोगे ना साहब को भी, तो साहब का जो वेबसाइट है ना, हेलो, साहब का जो वेबसाइट है ना, वो कीप्स ऑन चेंजिंग। कभी वो रहेगा साहब.cc, कभी रहेगा BC, कभी रहेगा BB, और कभी रहेगा ZC, ऐसा चेंज होते रहता है। क्यों? क्योंकि दे डोंट वांट टू गेट कॉट, ओके, दे आर डूइंग समथिंग दैट इज इलीगल चीजें कर रहे हैं वो लोग। सो इफ यूर इवन टॉरेंट, ओके, और टॉरेंट से मूवी अगर या तुम डाउनलोड कर रहे हो या बुक्स डाउनलोड कर रहे हो समथिंग, सो दैट इज आल्सो इलीगल, ओके, दे आर प्रमोटिंग इलीगल स्टफ, सो वी शुड अवॉइड दैट। डिजिटल पायरेसी हो गया ना वो।
उन लोग का भी मैम एड्रेस चेंज
मैम
होता है सर।
हाँ,
VPN को बैन क्यों नहीं किया है? वो तो ऑफिशियली किसी और की IP, मतलब फॉल्स IP यूज करते, तो वो चल कैसे रहा है? मतलब उसको बैन क्यों नहीं किया है कहीं पर भी?
एक्चुअली VP, जब हम लोग प्रॉक्सीज की बात करते हैं ना, ये चीजों के लिए, तो ये इसलिए बैन नहीं है क्योंकि VPNs आर यूज्ड बाय इवन द कंपनीज, ओके, फॉर देयर प्राइवेट नेटवर्किंग, ठीक है। तो इफ यू आर यूजिंग समथिंग, क्योंकि देखो, अगर दो कंपनीज हैं, ठीक है, एक है मद्रास में और एक है मुंबई में, ठीक है, दोनों को भी कम्युनिकेट करना है तो वो लोग VPN यूज करते हैं, बिकॉज अगर हम लोग इंटरनेट यूज करेंगे तो इट्स पब्लिक, एंड उनका जो सीक्रेट होगा वो सब क्या हो जाएगा, सबको पता चल जाएगा, तो इसलिए वो लोग भी VPN यूज करते हैं, राइट। इवन जो क्या बोलते हैं, big companies, or you can say government also uses VPN, okay, but for good work they are using it, okay, they are not using it for, so now people are making misuse of VPN, okay. So even if you're making misuse, we cannot stop it, we cannot ban it, because it is being used for useful purposes as well. समझ में आ रही है बात? That's why we cannot ban it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so coming to the forgery हो गया ना, हाँ. Okay, coming to parasite systems or zombie systems. Okay, we have talked about the parasitic systems prior as well, where the systems that are on network, okay, they are corrupted by certain virus. Okay, they are corrupted, and then they are basically becoming a, what you can say, puppet for somebody, okay, who's controlling them. And later on, when that particular person gives them instruction, okay, then they start attacking somebody online. Okay, so if there are parasitic systems, okay, sometimes you won't even know that there is a parasite on your system or a malware on your system. But when actually they become active and they start attacking, okay, your antivirus might detect that particular malware, or it might also get undetected because they are usually using trojans. Okay, so they might get undetected, or they are polymorphic. So they get undetected. Okay? So parasite systems are also against society because it doesn't target a single person. It targets group of computers, or you can say uh, even group, what you can say, not from the same country but different countries as well. So it is on the humanity also. Then data diddling. Okay, किसी को पता है data diddling क्या होता है? Stealing of the data, altering the data, okay, that you're not authorized to use or say. Okay, the best example of data diddling is all the WhatsApp university messages. Okay, WhatsApp messages. ओके, फेक मैसेजेस कि ये नहीं करोगे तो आपको ये हो जाएगा, 10 लोगों को सेंड करो, समथिंग गुड विल हैपन. Okay, those are all foolish messages, but there are certain messages that comes related to, like in COVID situation, there were so many messages that okay, that you should drink this particular you should take this medicine and you will be healed or something like that. Okay, so what is that? It was not a message from WHO. Okay, WHO is not saying anything regarding this, but there is some a scholar or a saint that is saying कि ये खाओगे तो सही हो जाएगा. जैसे Patanjali has created some COVID medicines. They have not even tested. Okay, but data diddling is something that you take information, you change it according to it, and it is also part of forgery. Okay, you have a document, everything is same. Okay, what you do is you just change the name, तुम्हारा नाम डाल दिया, and everything remains the same. So what you have done, you have diddled the data over here, you have changed a part of data over here. Okay, that is also diddling. Okay, changing the entire information is also diddling. समझ में आया? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then web jacking. Okay, अभी जो web jacking है, okay, you might think that it is similar to phishing. Okay, but it is different. Okay, phishing सबको पता है क्या होता है कि basically it hooks you to a website, okay, that will steal your information. Okay, यहाँ पे web jacking basically क्या होता है ना, I'll just give you one example of web jacking. So basically, suppose करो there is a system. Okay, this is a system, and there is a server. Okay, this is a server. Now this particular system, suppose karo this is you. Okay, you are trying to buy something from Amazon.com. Okay, this is Amazon server. Okay, this is Amazon. Okay, you are trying to buy something from Amazon, and you send a request to Amazon okay, and then you get all the books. Suppose you're trying to buy a book, okay, so you get list of all the books available with that particular keyword that you are searching for, the amount that is to be what is the cost of that book and everything you get. Okay, then you click on certain book and you click on buy. Okay, and when you click on buy, okay, the request goes to amazon.com. ठीक है, तो वो क्या करेगा, अपना पेमेंट का जो पेज है वो तुमको भेजेगा, पेमेंट पेज, पे करने वाला पेज, right? So as soon as this payment page is activated, okay, over here there is some person, okay, man in the middle, what we call, okay, there is this shady guy sitting in between, okay, he's a hacker, okay, he's sitting, he's seeing all the information that is going and to and fro the communication line to the server. Okay, and what this guy would do is, okay, he owns his own books ka website, for example, okay, and uski books ka website ka naam hai, suppose karo booksforyou.com. ठीक है, उसकी बुक्स का वेबसाइट का नाम ये है, ठीक है। अब वो क्या करेगा ना, जब वो पेमेंट का जब ये जाएगा तो वो क्या करेगा, इसको रिप्लेस करेगा और क्या करेगा, वो अपनी वेबसाइट का पेज भेजेगा जो जो सेम ना अमेज़न के जैसा ही दिखेगा, ठीक है। इट विल लुक लाइक द एंटायर पेज, एवरीथिंग वुड लुक लाइक amazon.com. okay, even they try to make their website names also nowadays similar to this. Okay, it might be not books for you, we might have registered it as amazon.com, something like that. So we don't even जब लिंक होता है ना तो हम लोग इतना गौर से नहीं देखेंगे कि what actually is the name of the website. We get the payment page. Okay, what you will do the payment, and later on this particular website will deliver also you the book. Okay, so what is happening over here is web jacking हुआ, मतलब इसका एप्लीकेशन यूज किया, okay, जैसे ही पेमेंट आया इसके पास खुद का कुछ नहीं है, he did not have any e-commerce website, he just have a payment page, okay, and as soon as he detects that a payment is going to happen, okay, he replaces that page with his own page and sends it to the user, and user doesn't have to do anything. He will get the book, okay, that he wants, and the Amazon server would think okay, the user was disinterested and left, okay, he left the connection. So not even Amazon is knowing, not even the user is knowing okay, actually what happened in between. समझ में आया वेब जैकिंग क्या होता है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these are different crimes that happens on the society. Okay.
Ma'am.
हाँ बोलो.
पॉलीमॉर्फिक वायरस क्या होता है?
वो हम लोग आगे देखेंगे पॉलीमॉर्फिक, जब हम लोग डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ अटैक्स पढ़ेंगे ना, तो वी आर गोइंग टू सी व्हाट आर पॉलीमॉर्फिक वायरसेस. Only I would like to tell right now is polymorphic viruses are viruses that change their structure and change their signatures. ठीक है, तो वो डिटेक्ट नहीं हो पाते हैं, वो एक जैसे नहीं रहते हैं, वो अपना शेप चेंज करते रहते हैं. ओके, so they are what you can say shape changers. Okay, so they change the shape, so they sometimes they can get detected, sometimes they might not get detected. Okay, उसकी वजह से. एंड इसको डिटेल में ना हम लोग नेक्स्ट चैप्टर में देखने ही वाले हैं. ओके, सो क्राइम्स अगेन अगेंस्ट प्रॉपर्टीज. ओके, किसी को कोई डाउट नहीं है ना? ठीक है. ओके, सो when I talk about property, okay, property is something that somebody, a group or an organization or a person owns. Okay, something that you own. If I write a book, okay, if I'm writing a book and I have published it somewhere, okay, that means I own it. ठीक है. If I write a research paper, okay, if I'm writing a research paper and I'm publishing it, okay, it means I am owning it online. ठीक है. If I have certain what you can say patent or certain trademark for certain commodities, or you can say digital rights for certain content or something, okay, it means that I own it. Okay. And if somebody is trying to steal from it or trying to change the data or something like that, okay, it means that they are trying to, what they are trying to do is they are trying to commit crime against property. Okay. So first is these three that I have listed over here, okay, these three over here, they are nothing but these three are crimes. Okay, these are crimes or offense against intellectual property. Okay, ये तीनों भी the categories that are mentioned are related to intellectual property. Okay, IP. Okay, that is another IP. Okay, intellectual property that we are going to use in this particular subject. Okay, so stealing the trade secrets or other data, okay, is one of the crime that happen. Trade secrets, as we know, okay, something that's very secret, okay, and it is what you can say, the driving factor for your trade, okay, and that is stolen, then your trade is nothing without that, right? Okay, somebody else also get that particular secret, then they would use it, okay, and they can become your competitors. So stealing of trade secret is the very big crime that is committed nowadays to get information. Even big companies, okay, they do all these stuff so that they can use it for their profits. Then copyright infringement. Okay, copyright infringement can be either on any digital content that has a copyright. Okay, music ho gaya, or why are these apps coming up like Spotify or Amazon Music or Netflix, Amazon Prime? Why they are coming up? Because they don't want copyright infringement happening. Not they don't want people using torrent to support the piracy. That's why all these apps have come up, okay, so that people would pay to use their services. Okay, so there is no copyright infringement, but there happens infringement because we use pirated you can say softwares, or we use pirated books, or even entertainment things that we use. Okay, we use that pirated, so that's why to avoid that, we have all those kind of applications that are coming up right now, okay, so that we don't do that. Illegal access to digital content. Okay, sometimes people access your digital content illegally, okay, and they would copy. For example, basic example I'm giving you, you create I gave an assignment to you, you made it very what you can say appropriate and apt, and what you do is you put it on your email. Okay, and the system, if you're in college, okay, take example, if you're in college, or suppose you share your password with your friend. Okay, now your friend opens your email, okay, and he sees that particular assignment, and he also has to do that. Okay, so he thinks ke अरे वाह चलो लॉटरी लग गई है, ठीक है. So, and he takes that assignment, copies it, and submits it. Okay, now both the assignments are same. Okay, I gave him 0. What is happening over here? Because I gave 0 because both are same. Okay, the information is plagiarized. Okay, now another example that we can take about over here is, because all of you are in final year, you might be writing research papers. ठीक है, तो अभी अगर तुम रिसर्च पेपर लिख रहे हो फॉर अ सर्टेन टॉपिक, सपोज हम लोग साइबर सिक्योरिटी पे लिख रहे हैं, ठीक है. So if you're writing about something about cyber security, you search online all those stuff, okay, and as it is you pick those things up and you put it in your paper. ठीक है, तुम्हारे पेपर में you put it as it is. Now what actually is happening over here is के these things that you have picked up, okay, should have been referenced, okay, should have been referenced. They shouldn't have been directly put, okay, because when you put directly something, it means that you have created that information. ठीक है. And if you put a reference for it, अगर देखोगे ना Wikipedia or something पे भी they have this reference marks, okay. So what that means is that this particular line was taken from that particular website. ठीक है. तो if you are not putting a reference, it means that illegally you are accessing that information and putting it in your and making it your own. Okay, so that is illegal to do. Okay, and if that content is proved to be plagiarized, or you have copied it from somewhere, from any paper that you have even occupied illegally from Sci-Hub, okay, then it is punishable crime. Okay, so that is about illegal access to digital content also, and this also includes torrent and Sci-Hub as well. Okay, session hijacking is nothing but what we just now saw related to web jacking. Okay, web jacking is a kind of session hijacking wherein a session is created, okay, between server and the sender and the receiver. Hello, or server and the client, okay, and the man in the middle, okay, we call him the man in the middle, okay, he keeps on intercepting the message, and he might hijack that session from the client, okay, or the server. So that is known as session hijacking, that the session has been established between the sender and the receiver, and there is a man in the middle, okay, who intercepts the information. Intercept मतलब सिर्फ वो listen कर रहा है information को, and intercepts the information. And then whenever the information is to be used by that particular person, okay, he intercepts it and directs it to himself. Okay, so that is known as session hijacking. Okay, piracy, everybody knows that piracy of any digital content or distribution of it, or selling of it is a crime. Okay, it should not be done because it's not your property, it is not your thing to be sold. Okay, if you own it, it is your property, but if you don't own it, okay, so it is not your property, and you are digital right management jo hota hai, digital rights of that particular thing is not with you, and if you are doing that, that is punishable, and it is illegal. Okay, and internet theft. Okay, internet theft is becoming very, what you can say, a crime that is not even thought of as a crime. Okay, nowadays it is becoming that way, because for example, okay, I'll just take an example that my internet is not working. Then what I do is I go to my neighbor and I tell him that I want to use your internet. Kindly just put your username and password for certain time, and I will later on delete it or something like that. Okay, so what he does is, okay, because of you are a good neighbor, they will give you those information, and then you start using those information. But what happens is that later on, okay, you had that on your computer and you have different ways wherein you don't know the credentials actually, but later on you know that how to actually view those credentials on your system, because it's stored on your system. Your system can access it, so you use those mechanism to view, okay, the password is XYZ. Okay, now what you do is, now you use your phone, okay, and phone maybe you put that particular password, and now what you're doing is you're using the internet that is not yours. Okay, you're using internet of your neighbor. That means you're stealing internet of somebody else. Okay, even when I talk about evil twin attack, okay, evil twin से भी क्या होता है कि basically to steal somebody's information, okay, we make evil twin. Okay, and later on it can be used to steal internet or steal credentials of somebody, or something, or track their information. You can use this. Okay, Wi-Fi hacking kar sakte hain. So all those things basically, or hotspot hacking that happens, okay, are nothing but to steal the internet of other people so that you can use it. Okay, so that is internet theft. That, because internet is also property of somebody else. He's paying the bill, right? And what are you doing? You're using that. Okay, understood? What is crime against property? Okay, fine. So let's start with crime against organization. Okay. When a crime is committed on a organization, institute, a company, okay, that is a crime against organization. Okay. Now, what's the difference between society and an organization? Organization are nothing but the registered organizations that are there. Okay, society means you are not targeting what you can say one person, but the society as a whole. Okay, or any person from particular sect, or any group of people from a certain community, or some kind of categorization like youths or something like that. Okay, same age people or old age people, something like that. But when we talk about organization, we're talking about registered companies. Okay, registered institutes and organizations we're talking about over here. So the first crime that can be committed is unauthorized access. Okay, that is trespassing. Okay, if you have no authority to access the information and you're accessing, okay, can you tell me basically kaun sa goal of security is being hampered if I am unauthorized accessing something or trespassing?
Confidentiality.
Yes. Okay, confidentiality is hampered. Yes, because you are unauthorized, and you confidentiality says that only authorized user should be able to access the information. Okay, no unauthorized user should be able to access. But if you are having that unauthorized access, it means that you are trespassing. Okay, and you are what you can say compromising the confidentiality of that particular system. Okay, then password sniffing. Password sniffing is nothing but getting the credentials. It can be in either of the way, using phishing. It can be man in the middle interception. It can be in different ways. The password credentials can be sniffed, or even through the keyboard logger or something like that. Okay, or some trojan can log your activities and send it to the attacker, and your password can be sniffed. So password sniffing, because see, why password is so important for an organization, because all the information that they keep, okay, everybody keeps it safe and they password protected, right? So if you get a password of xyz person, okay, who has some authority in the organization, you can use it to attack the system, open the system, okay, get unauthorized access to the system, okay, even diddle the data. You can do that as well. Okay, so different things can happen if you have access to password of somebody who has authority in the organization. Agar suppose karo you get hold of my password, okay, email password, and you most probably, because we are working online, okay, from our house, okay, so it might be possible that I might be keeping all my data on my drive. Okay, so if you get my email account password, there is a possibility that I keep the question paper over there. Okay, so you can make use of that particular thing and steal the paper. Okay, that, or change the question of the paper, something like that. Okay, so that is the use of password sniffing, but it's a crime. Okay, then denial of service attack. Who will explain denial of service, because we've already done this one? Hello.
कोई भी स्पेसिफिक मतलब टारगेट पे आईसीएमपी पैकेट भेजते हैं.
Yes. Okay. There are different ways.
फ्लड कर देने का, तो उसको inaccessible हो जाएगा वो.
Okay. Denial of service is different ways. A denial of service can happen. Okay. But हाँ, कोई कुछ बोला. Nmap. Okay. Okay. So basically, okay, what happens is that agar suppose karo there is a system, okay, on the network. There are multiple systems on the network. Okay, and this is the system that is compromised. Okay, this is the system. When I talk about compromised, okay, it means that it is being attacked. Attack हो चुका है वो, ये attack हो चुका है. Okay, इसके ऊपर कोई malware होगा, ठीक है. And now what happens, because these systems are connected to the network, okay, and when it sends certain requests to them, okay, it is possibility कि ये सारे system भी compromise हो जाएं, ठीक है. So now what happened? This particular system was compromised, and because they are on the same network, there is a possibility that these particular systems will also get compromised. ठीक है. अभी what happens is that the attacker wants to attack the server. ठीक है. तो अटैकर को किसको अटैक करना है? सर्वर को. तो अभी what attacker would do is it will take the help of all these systems, because now all these systems are in control of attacker. ठीक है. All these systems are in control of the attacker. So now when the attacker would give command, okay, suppose it will just use simple ping command. Okay, ping the server. Okay, ping is a command to just check whether the server is working or not, whether the system is up or running or not. Okay, so agar wo ping command is given to the server, okay, from these many systems, okay, these many systems. So what happens? All these particular systems will try to ping the server. ठीक है, try to ping the server. ठीक है. Now there are only 6 systems over here. But just imagine that these systems that were attacked by the attacker were supposed 10,000. ठीक है. अभी 10,000 systems, okay, in an organization trying to ping a server in the organization, within an organization we are talking about. ठीक है. What happens? यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? Bottleneck. ठीक है. और in a simple word we can call it as a traffic jam. Okay, bottleneck or congestion. Okay, congestion हो जाएगा यहाँ पे. And if there is congestion over here, there the availability of legitimate request, okay, the availability of response to the legitimate system will slow down. Okay, इसको slow down होगा, या तो availability होगा ही नहीं वो request का. Okay, so that is what is denial of service. Okay, and if it is done on a distributed platform, I'm talking about only a single LAN, okay, or a MAN I'm talking about. But when it is done on WAN, ठीक है, जब वो WAN पे करते हैं, मतलब इंटरनेट पे करते हैं, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड वे में करते हैं, तो इट बिकम्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड डिनाइल ऑफ सर्विस. ठीक है, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड डिनाइल ऑफ सर्विस बन जाता है वो. मतलब not only one network but multiple networks combine together and try to attack a server. Now suppose करो lakhs and lakhs of systems, okay, they try to attack one server, okay, इतने सारे ping request अगर उसको मिलेंगे, ping is just one of the way you can do a denial of service. There are lot many ways, okay. So if this happens, okay, so many lakhs of systems are attacking. What happens? The server might not be able to process all those information, and the server would crash. Okay, crash हो सकता है, server crash हो जाएगा. तो अगर server crash हो गया, मतलब availability is lost. Availability lost हो गई, इसका मतलब it is denial of service. ठीक है, समझ में आई ये बात? Okay, so that's denial of service. Then malware dissemination is nothing but again spreading of malware on the network of organization. Okay, that's why in companies use of pen drives or use of your own device, okay, is not allowed. You have to use company resources only because they don't want this kind of threats happening, or your information being leaked somewhere that they don't want. That's why that happens. Okay, email bombing is nothing but, again, it's kind of spamming. Okay, sending bulk emails is nothing but bombing. Okay, then salami attack. Okay, salami attack, we've already seen that small attacks create a major attack is one category. So we can say that distributed denial is also a kind of salami attack, wherein small resources are gathered, that is computers are gathered, and they are all used to create a huge impactful attack. Okay, the other one is for monetary benefits, that we saw the Twitter one. Okay, Twitter hack, that a few amounts were asked, okay, like 2000 or something. Okay, and there were so many people who have transferred the amount in one bank account. Okay, so few of them, even if they are thousands, okay, 1,000 people, okay, giving 10 rupees, okay, how much it becomes? 10,000. Okay, so that is a huge impact. And if it is lakh people giving 10 rupees, okay, money is deducted, okay, huge impact is created. मतलब उसको कितना money मिल रहा है, right? So small salami attack is nothing but bits and pieces of attacks used to create a huge impact. Okay, then you have logic bombs and time bombs. Okay, logic bombs and time bombs are nothing but they are also kind of malwares, but they are activated on certain logic a certain time. Okay, the famous one is I don't know you have heard about it or not, but Friday the 13th is a virus. Okay, there is a movie also with this name, but this is a kind of virus of this name, that even if it is on your system, okay, you have this particular virus on the system, and it is not Friday and it is not 13, okay, it will be sleeping. Okay, it will be sleeping on your system. But as soon as, okay, it is Friday, the date is on the calendar is Friday and it is 13, okay, it will be awake, and it will be creating havoc on your system, and it will start it works as a worm. Okay, it start propagating to different other systems as well. Okay, so this is Friday the 13th virus, or a malware. Okay, there are many time bombs and logic bombs available online, different malwares, but this one is the most famous one. Okay, the other one was SQL Slammer. It also, and Morris Worm as well. Okay, what they used to do was from the first, okay, of any month, first say 21st ko, okay, they used to just keep on replicating themselves on network. Okay, but as soon as it was ahead of 21, 22, 23, 24 up to 30 or 31st, okay, what they used to do was they used to target a certain server and attack them. Okay, so this is also kind of a logic or a time bomb, where if the date is between 1 to 21, keep on replicating, and when the date is something that is not between 1 to 21, keep attacking. Okay, so that logic was used. Then Trojan horse. Trojan horses are nothing but basically, malware in disguise. Okay, what you mean by malware in disguise is that you think that on torrent you have downloaded a movie or something, okay, or a music file or a book you have downloaded. Now when you open it, okay, along, or when you download it, along with it comes another file, okay, and that's a virus or a worm or something like that, okay, and you will not even know that this thing is downloaded on your system. And when you are playing the game or watching that movie, okay, because this particular file is linked to it, okay, in background it will be doing its work, okay, whatever work it is created for, okay, logging your details or replicating, sending emails, it would do that, and you won't even come to know about it, okay, because it works in background. Keyloggers, okay, basically if an attacker plants a keylogger on your system, okay, you don't know that the keys are being logged, so that is also kind of a Trojan, okay. Keylogger is not a Trojan, but keylogger is used by the Trojans, okay. Then the worms, okay. Worms are nothing but a malware, okay, that sits on the computer if it is on a standalone system. Okay? As soon as it gets connected to internet, it starts to replicate itself, okay. A worm only replicates itself, okay, keeps on replicating itself on machines, okay. Worm का काम ही वही होता है, okay. The difference between a virus and a worm is that virus can infect a standalone system as well. Okay? It keeps on replicating in the standalone system. But worm works, it will replicate on the standalone system, but it will keep on be in a sleeping mode. Okay? But as soon as it gets connected to internet, it goes to internet and it keeps on, jumping from network to network, systems to system, and replicating itself on them. Okay, usually worms and Trojan horses, okay, work together because worms replicate and Trojan horses are used to control the systems. Okay? Then the ransomware. Do you know what is a ransomware? Anybody? Hello, are you guys sleeping or something, or everybody's gone?
No, ma'am.
नहीं मैम सो
तीन में ही आवाज आ रही है. Okay, ठीक है. What is ransomware then? Who's going to answer?
malware which publish the user's data और फिर ये भी
Okay, a ransomware is something.
मैम
Okay, WannaCry was a very famous one. और एक Indian ransomware अभी I suppose दिसंबर या नवंबर में लॉन्च होता. क्या नाम था उसका? पता है किसी को? अभी सर्च करेंगे, सब गूगल कर रहे होंगे.
नहीं पता है.
नहीं पता है तो गूगल कर लो और मेरे को बताओ. मैं नाम भूल गई हूँ क्योंकि. Okay, I just forgot the name. Okay, मैं आगे बताती हूँ, मुझे याद आएगा तो. Basically, the ransomware क्या करता है कि if you have, system on your system you have different files, okay, it will encrypt all these files, okay, with a encryption key that you don't know of. ठीक है? For example, सबको एनक्रिप्शन क्या होता है पता है गाइस? आई एम टॉकिंग टू ऑटोमोबाइल मैकेनिकल स्टूडेंट्स.
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. I'll just explain. Password protection is not encryption. I'll just quickly show what encryption is, okay? Or somebody would like to explain?
मैम जब डेटा दो लोगों के बीच में रहता है वो एन्क्रिप्शन होता है.
अच्छा, ओके, पार्टली करेक्ट, ओके. अभी Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Abhi, what I will do is I will show you a very famous and a basic, okay, encryption technique that we use, okay. That is shifting of the characters, okay. Abhi suppose karo A wants to send B something, ठीक है. When I talk about encryption in like in real world, basically what happens is if you're in a foreign country, okay, and the common language used over there is English, okay, and you want to talk to your friend who is from India, and you don't want anybody else to know what you're talking, which language would you use? Hindi, right? Or a language that you both are these people, okay, to know what I have been sending. Okay, I don't want all these people to know. So what I'll do is I will encrypt this message. Okay, encrypt करने का मतलब होता है कि I use certain key on the message. Okay, using certain algorithm. Okay, algorithm is nothing but certain steps. Okay, I can say in normal language I will say certain steps. Okay, I will use so that when I use this, okay, I'll get certain message, okay, that is different, okay, a message that is different from the original. But when we will read it, okay, we will also use the same steps, okay, on this message, okay, same steps on this message, use the same key that I was using, okay, and get back the message that I sent. ये इतना इतना समझ में आया सबको? ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट एनक्रिप्शन एंड यहाँ पे जो बी कर रहा है ना, इसको बोलेंगे डिक्रिप्शन और डिकोडिंग, यू कैन से. एंड यहाँ पे जो हो रहा है वो एनकोडिंग हो रहा है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? डिकोड हो रहा है. ओके, और या तो हम उसको क्या बोल सकते हैं? डिसाइफर. ठीक है, एंड यहाँ पे क्या बोल सकते हैं? डिसाइफर. ठीक है, सो deciphering, enciphering, decryption, encryption, all these words are used for encryption और cryptography. ओके, तो अभी अगर मैं हेलो भेजना है तो सपोज करो बेसिक मैंने क्या किया, आई यूज सपोज कर लो मैं शिफ्ट करती हूँ अल्फाबेट्स को. ठीक है, तो हाउ आई एम गोइंग टू शिफ्ट? ओके, आई हैव अल्फाबेट्स लाइक A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. ठीक है, so this is a set of alphabets that I'll be using. I'll be using in my message. So I take all that set, okay, I number them. Suppose kar lo या तो नंबर नहीं भी करेंगे तो ठीक है, मैं बेसिक बता देती हूँ। हेलो हेलो भेजा है और मैंने बोला कि मेरी जो शिफ्ट की है दैट इज 3।
मैम ये था हम लोग को मैथ्स में,
ये था ना, सबको था।
मैट्रिसेस करके चैप्टर में मैथ।
अरे मेट्राइसिस नहीं है ये।
हाँ बट वो इनकोडिंग और डिकोडिंग वैसा कुछ तो था।
ओके, कौन सा ब्रांच है ये जिसको था?
मैथ सबको होता है।
सबका
नहीं,
मैथ सेम नहीं होता।
सबका मैथ सेम होता है क्या? ओके, आई डिडंट
हाँ
नो
मैम था,
दैट।
एनकोडिंग डिकोडिंग
नहीं
था ना।
मैम वो फर्स्ट ईयर में था करके,
इनकोडिंग डिकोडिंग
फर्स्ट
था
ईयर मैट्रिक्स में था फर्स्ट ईयर।
ओके ओके, ठीक है।
मैम, ये
तो
सेम टेक्निक था मैम।
शिफ्ट की अगर मेरी 3 है तो व्हाट आई विल डू इज h विल बी शिफ्टेड बाय 3, तो मतलब मुझे k मिल गया। ओके, h इज शिफ्टेड बाय 3 मींस k इज k will be replaced, sorry, h will be replaced by k, e will be replaced by h, okay, l will be replaced by o, and o will be replaced by r. Okay, so this is the message that will be sent to this particular person. Okay, and now when this particular message is sent on the public network also, and people would view it also, nobody is going to know okay what actually the message is. Okay, so ये इसको मिलेगा तो ये क्या करेगा, इट विल टेक एंड इट विल शिफ्ट इट बैक। ओके, उसने क्या किया, यहाँ पे राइट शिफ्ट यूज किया। ओके, यहाँ पे ये क्या यूज कर रहा है, लेफ्ट शिफ्ट यूज करेगा। ओके, एंड इट विल गेट बैक, ओके, लेफ्ट शिफ्ट बाय 3, सो इट विल गेट बैक व्हाट, हेलो अगेन। सो व्हाट हैपेंड, जो एल्गोरिथम यूज हुआ है वो क्या हुआ है, शिफ्ट एल्गोरिथम यूज हुआ है। ओके, लेफ्ट शिफ्ट बाय 3 और राइट शिफ्ट बाय 3 जो भी है वो उनको पता है, वो उसके स्टेप्स है। ओके, तो दैट बिकम्स एन एल्गोरिथम एंड की इज माय 3। ठीक है, मैसेज इज हेलो। सो दिस इज हाउ, ओके, माय व्हाट यू कैन से मैसेज इज एनकोडेड और एनक्रिप्टेड। ठीक है, the correct word we over here is encryption. ओके, तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, बेसिकली जो मेरे फाइल्स होते हैं ना सिस्टम पे, वो सारे जो अटैकर है ना वो एनक्रिप्ट कर देता है यूजिंग हिज key. Okay, and that key is not known to me, it is known to only attacker, so I cannot even use my own system. The operating system also gets encrypted, and if you want the key back, okay, to decrypt it, they will ask money for that. Okay, certain dollars, okay, $300 or something WannaCry was asking for, or something 300 bitcoins I suppose it was asking for. Okay, and data diddling, you know what it is. Okay, intellectual property offenses we have already seen in property, that trade secret steal karna और digital content को illegally access करना और copyrights infringement, all those things, okay, come under intellectual property offenses. Okay, so this is about crime against organization. And the last one is, okay, I know it's already time, but I'll just take 5 minutes to complete this and then we can stop. Okay, I hope it's okay with you guys. Hello, hello, or everybody is
Yes,
there?
ma'am.
ठीक है
Yes,
ठीक है
ma'am.
ठीक है ठीक है।
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you. Okay, so crime against nation means if anything, any crime or cyber crime that happens against a nation, the government or the defense system, okay, it's taken as a crime against nation. Okay, if you say something derogatory about the nation, okay, that's a crime against nation. If you're of that nation and you're talking bad about it, then it's a crime. Okay, basically there are cyber crime that happens. Okay, for example, cyber terrorism against a country, like when we war at when Nepal was encroaching in India, a piece of land in India, what happened was we took a action against them. Okay, and what they did was they started hacking our websites and hacking our government servers. So what they did was cyber warfare. Okay, they did cyber warfare, and cyber terrorism means that instigate hate, hatred through website defacement of a government website, or entering into defense systems and stealing the information is categorized into cyber terrorism. Okay, or what you can say, hatred videos they put up on websites illegally, something like that. Okay, cyber warfare is nothing but you attack somebody else's nation and try to steal information or try to attack their servers, put down their servers, is a cyber warfare. Okay, then defamation of government websites. Okay, by defacing, okay, you deface government website, means whatever content was there on the government website, okay, you illegally enter the website and change the content. Okay, suppose this happened few years back, that the website of our government was attacked and defaced, and a Pakistani flag was put on the front page. Okay, so that is known as a defacement of a website, that whatever is the, because see, a website is nothing but a face of, digital face of that particular country or any organization, and if you deface it, means you are defacing that particular organization or a nation. Okay, so that's why it is a offense. Stealing government and defense data, obviously it's an offense, like the Aadhaar card information that was stolen, credit card information of certain bank was stolen and put on black market on dark web. Then stealing country information, okay, and sorry, stealing country information and putting it on dark web for sale. Okay, this is you steal and you sell it. Okay, and you earn from it. Then leaking government or defense information, again you are a internal threat. This is also known as an internal threat. Matlab a person will be working for us and leaking information. ठीक है? So that's it for the day. We will end here. Only our last topic is remaining. That is related to ITA Act, that and the global perspective of cybercrime is remaining from this particular chapter. So most probably we will complete it tomorrow, and we have a quiz, okay, on chapter number 1. So be prepared for that. Okay, so we stop over here, and I am giving access to the attendance, guys. So mark your attendance. I have put, guys, I have put the attendance on the classroom. So you can go to the classroom and mark your attendance.